everybody, and welcome back to Bedrock Survival with Fix. And oh baby, do we have a lot to talk about today. This is not going to be much of a building episode. We're going to walk around, we're going to talk, because I have spent the last week. Now, I knew that I wanted to do this, so what it is, I got out to a big lead on episodes. If you're wondering what my schedule is, by the way, it's Monday through Friday. That's the plan anyway right now, Monday through Friday videos, and then take the weekend off, kind of going from the Pixel Riffs school of scheduling. And yeah, that's the plan. So I got out to about a week of content ahead, and then I spent the last week really going hard at this mountain. And, well, it is mostly done. There's this one area right here that I haven't done yet, because I'm going to do like kind of a little mountain, kind of attached to the big mountain. And yeah, it is mostly actually filled in. Now, it's not in any way remotely detailed. I'm going to take you around and show you what I have had time to work on, because I finished this 2 days ago as far as getting all the stone in, and I spent the last 2 days kind of on and off, both taking a break after a real hard grind, and also starting to bring in some dirt and grass areas here, which are just looking fantastic. And that's actually set down so we can really just take a look at this. Also, by the way, I've been reworking my mic settings from the ground up. I deleted everything and I restarted everything because I've not really been happy at all with my mic quality recently. And so hopefully this is better. This is kind of what I decided to go with for now. So this is where we're at for the mountain. And it is, man, it has been just a monstrous grind here. But yeah, we're getting there. So there's a couple things I really like, a couple things that I am very unsure about, and a lot of this is going to come sort of with time. We're just going to work on this sort of as time goes by. But also, I see that I didn't do the mountain over that in that area as well. So, okay. Couple things. First, let me get the cursor back so you can see this area right here. That's going to be a big waterfall. There's big plans for that coming up here. So I know the shape of the mountain looks a little weird, but that's going to be all sort of explained in time as we do our next big landscaping feature going over that direction. And these little dirt paths, I think they're going to look a lot better once we get some trees put in and once this whole mountainside is snow capped. So the main plan for the snow is going to be, we're going to bring snow down to this pathway. So if you see this dirt going up here, this from here up is going to be all sort of the road, and snow is going to go down along here. I think that'll be a good place to cut it off. And we might do a little bit of snow peaks there, a little bit of snow over there. We'll do some extra snow and stuff as well. But I think that's going to be the main idea, is just totally cover this, except for where it's really sheer. So I did get some snow, so I can just take a closer look at it, and let me show you exactly kind of what I'm thinking. I'm new at this as well, so you'll have to forgive me if I'm learning on the fly with this. I have been watching some whip videos and some Pixel Riffs videos on how to build mountains, so I'm kind of learning. But so like some areas like this that are fairly sheer, I think what we'll probably end up doing is do some snow buildups here on the ground, like this, something, whatever, randomly, kind of like that. And then what we'll do is we'll take off some of the snow where it's more sheer. And then again, we'll start putting the snow back again, like here. So I think this will look good. So it'll look like you can see some stone on the side. So let's see, maybe we can even do a little bit of overhangs. I'm not really sure how those are going to look, honestly. Something like this, and let's get rid of these so we can really see gray. Okay, something like this. And is that better? And then once we're going to detail this, right? Like once we're going to eventually put in some stairs and slabs and all that kind of stuff. But I think that's going to be the plan. So everywhere where it's sort of one or maybe 2 blocks tall for the mountain, we'll put in snow, and everywhere it's more than that, going straight up, that's where you're going to really see the cliff. And I think that's going to be probably the best way to go in that. Like even down in this area here, like we could let some of this peak show off, right? Like, like fill in, I guess fill in some of this like here, but then maybe leave some of this up here gray. So it's going to take a lot of trial and error. We're going to learn on the fly, and hopefully we'll all learn together, because this is a big project. But it seems like it's nighttime. I got to sleep. So let's talk about snow capping this puppy, and this is going to be a long process. Most of this is going to take place off camera. Okay, someone's at the doorbell, of course. As I was saying before the UPS guy showed up, which actually brought me something that we really need. We need a second Switch controller. because well, due to repeatedly 2-year-old throwing on the ground, our one controller broke, and man, having one Switch controller and 2 kids is a recipe for absolute utter disaster. So yeah, anyway, it was a good thing that he brought it, and now we're going to be able to play 2-player Switch again, which is wonderful. So yeah, so what I'm working on when I'm doing this snow capping thing, and again, I'm going to do most of this like between episodes and in grind time, maybe some streams. Getting streams right now for me it's really difficult, like nearly impossible for me to do streams right now. So maybe I'll just do it sort of off camera and all that kind of stuff. Every time I think I have some free time to do a stream, someone starts crying or yelling, no matter what time of day or night it is. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so like things like this, I'm just going to pile the snow up this much and then let the stone show through. And then again, I'll pile it up there. I think that's how mountains look. I think. And for things like this, this isn't that steep. So for places like this, I'll probably cover it all, especially up at the very top. I think that'll be probably the nicest look. So we'll do something like this, and maybe a little bit of overhangs. I think that could end up being really nice. So some things like that. And if that's not nice, if the overhangs don't really work, then that's cool. We'll just get rid of them. But yeah, I feel like some snow overhangs, like as if it's just about ready to collapse, but hasn't collapsed yet. I think that's going to be a really cool look. So yeah, I'm really supercharged about this mountain, about how far it's come. This episode is weird because I have spent dozens upon dozens of hours on this, but there's not a lot of like building and stuff to show, so I thought we could just sort of do a little of this together and just kind of talk about it and take a look and see, well, how far it's come. So I've done a couple little things. Also, I'll be doing lots of snow layers as well, but for right now I'm just doing the snow blocks, and I'm going to show you how I'm getting all the snow from my iron golem. I made the decision probably during this week, or maybe it was just last week, to play with mob griefing turned off in this world from now on. And reason being is I don't want to play with an add-on anymore, so that means I'm not going to have Endermen. It's actually not creepers, it's actually Endermen that are really ruining my life with stealing all the blocks and just making my world look terrible. So yeah, so I just thought it was for the best. And so whenever I need my villager breeder, or whenever I need to make snow, or anything else that you really need mob griefing on, then I'm just gonna drop a command block right there and turn it on during that time that I need it, and then turn it off after that. I feel like that's the right move in a world like this, in a builder's world, and that way I don't have to sit there and type the commands, but it's easy to just click on and off. And if you grab the world download, then you'll easily know how to do it too, because there will be command blocks right there. So you don't have to get into, if you grab the world download, you don't have to go into creative and all that kind of stuff to make the world work as it is intended with breeders and so forth. Or if you want to grab a world download at 125 and finish this mountain, because I don't think it'll be done by then, then that'll be fine as well. So anyway, I'm going to continue working. I'm kind of into the snow bit right now, so I'm going to continue working on the snow and just placing this stuff and really trying to get this bit of the peak done. I think this is a nice gradual bit, so I think we'll probably just completely cover it. And yeah, I think it'll look really nice from a distance. And then I do want to come back and I want to do a little bit of lighting on the pathways coming up. That's the one thing I want to do today's episode. And eventually what we'll do is we'll do a big nature episode. Oh man, I'm out already. Oh, you know what I want to show you before I go? Let me show you where my snow golem is. I was thinking about how much time I'm going to be spending at the snow golem AFKing, and I thought, hey, you know what? I should make it a creeper farm. So I not here actually, but yeah, creepers are going to be spawning right here. So if you go down in here and you see the command block, I need to probably cover that. Do I have a block? I don't have a block. This is where I'm getting all the snow. All the snow is collecting either there or in my inventory. That's kind of like extra. So yeah, so I just have right here, this is where it is. So if I hit mob griefing and I turn it on, then I can just stand right here and I can get all my snow from this the snow golem. And then whenever I'm done, I just hit this button and then during the entire time it's going, I have a creeper farm. So that way I'm getting more gunpowder, which is a good thing. So, well, I got to do it. So we'll see you on the other side of this. I've been thinking about this a lot and going back and forth on how exactly I want to do this. If I want to use the blue flame, I definitely want to do blue. I think blue would be really cool up here and make it look kind of like a mystical cold blue. And plus blue doesn't melt ice and snow and stuff, so that's going to be good as well. And I can't decide if I want to go campfire or this or a mixture. Maybe a mixture would be the way to go. And also the lanterns and just do all 3 blue fire sources. I think that'd probably be the way to go. So let's do this. Let me go intermittently where I'll do some of these. I'm going to try the barrel on the bottom because I don't know exactly how this road's going to work out. And plus it'd be really nice to have storage there as well. But I just think it's a kind of cool look. The only thing I'm worried about, and let's go check this out together. If you get a certain distance away, is that going to disappear because it's an entity? Let's see. That was pretty far away. Let's go a little bit further away. Okay, you can't really see either the fire or the. Okay, there the fire's up, and yeah, the barrel too. Okay, so they're at least about the same. So all right, so let me try this. So what I'll do is I'll go about every other netherrack. And I'll do one of these guys. Then I'll come back in and I'll do sort of every once in a while campfire so we get some smoke particles as well. I think that would be really cool. All right, well, let's get rolling here on this. Small edit to the plan. I actually did what I was hoping to do fairly quickly, where I put down the blue fire that goes the whole way up, and I didn't do the campfires yet because I don't feel like there's a real point in doing them until we get the road laid out. So I think we're actually going to go one step further today. We're actually going to build up the road the whole way through. It's going to be a bit of a time-consuming process, but what the heck? This episode's already taken me like 70 hours, so why not just tack on a little bit more is all I gotta say. So I think we're going to start right here, and I have basically these 3 blocks that I think are going to be the pallet. And I think we're going to go all slabs, I think. And I may end up regretting that. I'm not sure, but yeah, I feel like that's going to be the best way. And then what I'm going to do is I think the whole entire distance of the path, I'm going to border it in dirt slabs. So that way, if I go like right to here, for example, like that's going to be okay if I do that, because then eventually we're going to come in with dirt right along here, and you know, grass and leaves and all that kind of stuff overhanging. Because thinking if people are walking up this mountain a lot frequently, which I guess they probably would, then they'd be bringing with them lots of dirt and lots of gunk and all that kind of stuff on their feet, on their hands, right? So that's going to be my basic plan. And then, you know, if we end up not doing that, then I'll just have to do a little bit of landscaping here later on. But yeah, let's just do a tiny little bit of this and just see how it feels with this palette. Does that feel okay? Boy, that's really terrible job of not putting a lot of dirt next to each other. Let's try something like that. That's not too bad. It's not too bad, right? We'll just do, you know, just kind of go along like this and like that, and then down here, and you know how to do it. Something like this. Let's just do a little bit more because I don't feel like I can see enough of it to judge. Is that okay? I don't want to use stone brick, and I don't want to use smooth stone because that's going to be what the mountain is. Yeah, I think it's okay. Can we take a look from up here? Let's do a little bit of a flyaway and come back and check here. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be all right, especially once we get all the shrubbery and now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to come back in later and add in real dirt or real coarse dirt wherever I want to put in some plants and stuff like that. And so I'll just do that later. I'll do that. Not a big deal. We can do that at any point. But the other thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to make sure that I make all the stepper. I don't want any of this to be a jump. I want you to be able to walk the entire distance of this. So it means I just got to be pretty smart about how I do this. Like for example, right here is already actually a problem. So can I do this? Yeah, I can. I'm just going to I don't really want this snow there. Okay, get away, snow. All right, so we'll do something along these lines, and yeah, this is also going to be a problem. Unfortunately, every time I break a wooden slab, the dirt slab, I'm going to lose it. But that's okay. We've made them free in our world anyway. It just kind of made sense given that it's dirt, and dirt is essentially free and all that kind of stuff too. So should be all right. All right. So what do you think about this? That's a lot of andesite. Let's get rid of one of these and put in, say, this. All right. I think it's good, right? Yeah, I think it'll be good. Folks, let me just explain to you how long this has taken. This has been almost as long as filling in the mountain. I feel well, no, it hasn't. It's been a couple hours though. I've been on this for a couple hours. So I am going to stop this here because we're getting well into the snow, like the permafrost layer, right? I think this mountain's going to be essentially 4 biomes to itself. You know, there's going to be the very top, which is going to be completely snow covered. Then there's going to be kind of the area that I'm in right now. Excuse me, hiccuping. That was nice. This area that I'm in right now, which is going to be, you know, some snow, some stone and all that stuff. Then when you get down the bottom, that's going, or the area down there, there's going to be little patches of dirt and grass, but largely still stone. And then the very bottom, which is going to be primarily dirt and grass with a little bit of stone, right? So it's going to be phased. Now they're not going to be marked out clearly, but it's going to be pretty obvious where they are, I think, just through hopefully some nice blending and stuff. But yeah, we have these roads that are really, really nice. And again, this is kind of where I'm stopping. I'm actually going to do this. Well, let's do this last little tiny bit together here. I'm going to do this last little bit here, and then we're going to stop. And the other thing that I want to discuss here is well, there's going to be a bit of a problem. You see all this half slabs here? The large majority of this area is on the upper slab, right? Which means that monsters can't spawn and all that kind of stuff, but that also means snow layers can't spawn. So I made a decision to do this whenever I decided to really get into this terraforming bit. I turned off weather in the world, and I hope that's okay with y'all. Okay, all right, I hope we're okay with that. But I turned off weather because I want to choose and pick and choose where all of the stone is. Stone. Yeah, also stone, but snow, right? I want to pick and choose where all the snow is in this world, like, because I'm building, right? So I turned off weather in the world, and that way I can really manicure this landscape to be exactly how I want. Because once we get up to this area, this is going to be all snow. So what I'm thinking about maybe doing is just having a couple of these paths, like kind of rare, right? Kind of rare. And use a lot of snow layers. So I've been actually collecting all the snow. So what we'll do is we'll get a lot of these snow layers, and then we'll use that to sort of path up here, because then if you go up here, let me show you where this goes. Oh, I'm really happy about this. So if you go up, look, this will be all snow, right? We'll just use the torches to get up here. Maybe an occasional like diorite block. I think that could be kind of cool if we did that. But here I can actually do this right here. It looks like I was working on this, and it looks like I missed just a little. Well, I missed a lot actually, but okay. So yeah, see, this will all be snow, and then we'll just do layers to get up here. And once you get up to the very top, there'll be a little way in, a little sneaker way in, and that's going to be into the creeper farm. Or this will eventually be probably the top of the giant fortress, right? Because we're in a big fortress. The other thing is, over in this area, this is my ink farm, and it's been great. This cave area is so awesome underneath here. Like, I'm gonna have 4 total farms here. Once I dig down low enough, I'll have a slime farm as well. So I'll have a creeper farm, a nether gold, zombie pigmen gold farm, an ink farm, and then I also want to have a slime farm down in the bottom once I dig down a lot lower. But yeah, you can see this area here that I've done a lot of work, and this is still rolling. Look at, this thing has been full for so long, I can't even count. If I take it'll fill up like immediately. If I take ink, yeah, it'll fill up so fast. So fast. Let's see. Let's take another one and see. I bet there's going to be, I don't even know what there's going to be. Something else. Let's see. Look how fast this is. Well, because I have 2 hoppers. Yeah, more salmon. Yeah, so that's running really well. I have this area. This is going to go down here, and yeah, things are good. This place is cool. I can't wait to build here. This whole thing is going to be a custom biome. I have a lot of plans. I have a lot of plans for this world. In fact, anyone want a sneak preview? Let me flash a sneak preview here up on the screen. Ready? You're gonna have to see it really fast, because these are my plans for this world. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. That's right. That's all you get. You get that little sneak preview of what's going on in this world. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff coming. And if anyone wondering if I'm burnt out of Minecraft, no, baby, no, I am not at all. So look at this. You probably can't see it on YouTube. It's so dark, but man, it's so cool. This actually area over here, this is going to be another bit of a mountain as well, right along here, because what we'll do is I want to have another peak here, and I had to cut this off somewhere, right? I had to cut this off at some point, because I have done so much work on this mountain over the last week. And I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to take a little break, and then we're going to come back, and I want to work more on the wall next episode. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about what we're going to be doing here with more of this kingdom that I have here. So the last episode, yesterday, if this comes out on time, yesterday you saw this build right over there, this wall, and I love it. I love it. I think it turned out great. And what I want to do is I want to make more of that wall going sort of diagonal up to the mountain, and then we're going to stop it. And this elevated cart path walkway thing here, I have tried to wrap my head around how it's going to look. Oh man, I think I'm going to get rid of it. It was so much work. It was so much work. I did so much for it, but yeah, I just don't think it is gonna, I don't think it looks good. I don't think it looks good. So I don't know. I might change my mind between now and next episode, but I've spent a few days thinking about this, and yeah, I think we're probably going to ditch it. But all these little dirt outcroppings on the mountain, I need to add a lot more, like everywhere where there's any sort of low incline slope or anything like that, we'll add more dirt outcroppings. And then what we'll do is we'll come in and add a whole bunch of really little trees. And that's going to be the plan. So the plan is going to be down in the bottom of the mountain, I'm going to have big spruce trees. And then about halfway up, we're going to have pretty little trees, probably like fence sized, you know what I mean? Like we'll use fence for the trunk. And then at the very top, we'll have just the tiniest trees ever. Like I'm talking like a fence and 2 leaves on top of it small, because I want to show sort of scale. So we'll put the very, very little trees up on the top, not at the very top, because that'll be all snow, but you know, the top dirt areas. And then down at the bottom big. I think it's going to be really cool. I hope you think it's as cool as I do, but yeah, we're getting there. There's going to be some ice overhangs, and yeah, we have a lot left to do. But like I say, I think next episode, I do want to do another wall episode here, because it'll be a nice little short one. And I think it's going to sort of fence off this area, and what we're going to call this area over here, we're going to call this Old Town. I've already decided. This is going to be Old Town. So it's the oldest part of the kingdom. It's where the oldest houses are, and I want to, once I get this other wall, then we can basically finish off detailing all the houses, make sure everything has an interior, and then we can call Old Town done. We can call it done, and I think that'll be a wonderful thing. That's the plan anyway. All right, that's it. I'm going to leave you with this wonderful sunset. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope you I hope you appreciate how much time has been into this episode, even though I didn't do that much on camera. But yeah, we're getting there, baby. Oh, I love it. And I'll see you tomorrow with some wall building, baby. Okay, bye, everybody.